Hey everybody, it's Masani. Excuse me. I just had some sour sap. Hold up. I gotta turn this around. My sister is gonna get furious if I show the whole apartment. Alright, I just wanted to touch bases with everybody and say greetings, everybody. I gotta put that down too. Alright. I just wanted to share my lock journey as far as going gray and accepting it without dyeing my hair. I've made a conscious choice that I am not, excuse me, going to be dyeing my hair any other color but for what's going on up here. I'm just going to accept it and I'm going to embrace it and move on. Um, for years, I noticed, even as a child, I watched elders in my household dye their hair. Even as a child, I didn't really fully understand the dynamics of what they were doing. About 7 or 8 years old, I just knew that they were dyeing their hair. And also, I do remember my mother being 30 years old for like 20 years. So the whole thing with not really being fully honest about your age. I don't have a problem about my age. I actually embraced my age. 52, I just turned 52 in May, and I noticed that as a feminine presence, as a woman on the planet, that my body is changing no matter how much exercise I do and sleep that I get. The elasticity, the elasticity, I know I'm not saying this properly. I have blah, 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 almost like peanut butter coming out of my mouth when I say elasticity of my skin. Give thanks that I do spend a lot of time in the sun, so I get a lot of vitamin D, but I notice that my skin is changing. I notice my eyes are changing because I can see from close up. No, I cannot see from close up. I have challenges, especially as a jewelry designer and as a trainer. It's very important for me to see things close up, so I do have to wear glasses. I can see from a distance, but not from afar. So I notice that situation has changed. So if you see me squinting, um, you'll know why. But back to my hair, I think for me, um, and this could be me, and I'm not going to say, um, I'm not gonna ride both sides of the fence. I'm comfortable with my gray hair. I find when I see people with gray hair and they embrace their hair, I find them very attractive and confident. Um, when I see somebody of a certain age embrace their age, embrace the changes in their body and embrace the gray hair. Um, I am so grateful to be alive, and I'm so grateful to be at this stage and time of my life, a woman who have um, dealt with many challenges in my life, and I've come through. Um, and I'm grateful for that because a lot of people I know and I grew up with didn't make it. So I'm grateful, and for me, the gray hair is like a trophy. It proves to me that I made it. There's more hurdles that I'm going to have to in this lifetime. I'm right in between. I'm 52, so I'm right in the middle um, of this lifetime. So I am extremely excited to embrace my gray. I'm extremely excited to be alive, and I'm extremely excited to be at a point in place in my life where I accept me wholeheartedly and unapologetically um, about my hair texture, about the color of my hair, and for some reason um, I feel really good. I feel confident, not cocky. I feel confident that I have come to a place and space of acceptance in my life, and not really at this particular point in time in my life as when I was young in my 20s, competing with other women. Um, I have accepted the changes in my body. I have accepted um, that there is more to come. I embrace every day of my life as a present, as a gift. So I often get asked because I do work out, and a lot of times people will say, well, you look so much younger, you know. And just because me being 52, it doesn't take away from me as a woman, and my days are not over. I'm not dead. It's just that I'm in a place, a space of acceptance. And I think for me, and I don't think I know for me, it's really important because I didn't really get a lot of female role models growing up embracing their age, nor did I see a lot of them that really embrace getting older. What they did was dye their hair, and what I saw, what they were reversing, they would, they were dressing like younger women. And my thing is that that time has come and gone for me. I embrace um, my body, and I embrace the clothing that I wear. I embrace. I'm at a state. I'm at a certain stage of my life where um, I do like to dress in a certain manner of respect. For me, everybody has their own definition of respect, but I am not the kind at this particular point in time in my life where I'm going to walk around and just have it all revealed. There's a certain mystery and for me, there's a certain mystery and for me, very attractive when it's not all given away. Um, I think for me, being this age, it has really showed me that I don't have to do that, because I don't need to do that because there's so much more to me than just my physical form. It's my essence. So with that being said, I have embraced this space and place in my life. And I also embrace as an elder when I do see younger sisters walking, acknowledge their presence and to show love and respect with a nod to a young woman who's forging the way with natural hair, um, with the cultural, as far as knowing on her journey that she's on a journey and she's on a certain track of getting there. I know when I was younger, I was extremely insecure and I was always looking for validation outside of myself. And it took me up to 50 years old to come to grips with it's just not going to happen. And for me, it was the make it or break it when I turned 50, that am I going to spend the second half of my life the way I spent the first half of my life. And thinking about the first half that I spent so much money, time, and energy chasing after and just acceptance. From I went to college. I listened to what everybody said about college. I went, put myself in debt. I had relationships with people that was supposedly physically attractive, but not had issues. And I also walked around like with extremely low self-esteem. So it took me years to get to this point for me to accept. So at 50, I embrace me as a woman and a woman, solarized woman. My hair, the texture of my hair, I used to perm it to the point where when I was in my 20s, I had a mohawk, I had platinum blonde hair, I had studs, earrings, and all kinds of stuff. I was really looking for attention and looking for a subculture, a group of people to accept me. I wasn't really much into religion. My family is very religious, and I just was really not into that. And so now I'm comfortable with that I can actually not judge anybody, but I'm just not into religion. And I'm comfortable with that. But me being comfortable doesn't mean that I'm putting somebody else down. It's just that that's where I'm at. So, and I do respect those people who have they're on their journey with that. But I paid my dues in that department too, and I've seen a lot of things happen in church. I grew up in my mother's a minister, my brother's a minister. I grew up in a very holier than thou home. So I've seen a lot of the contradictions as far as that go. I think church is for some, but it's just not for everybody. And I just happen to be one of those people who have, through trial and error, came out on the other side. So as far as me and just being really in tune to my energy and really just loving me. Um, I never thought I was going to make it to this point. I several times thought about committing suicide. I several times was not happy with my features. There was many times I was called an African. There was many times I cried because my hair was kinky. There was many times I wanted to be lighter shade than I was, and I had a lot of hate and self-hate or hate within. And so it took years for me to get to this point. So I am so, and I'm not just, saying that. I feel it from my heart. And I just really wanted to share this with anybody who's struggling with that, because I did the whole blonde hair. I did the whole contact lens blue contacts. I had green contacts. I did the whole thing. And I just spent a lot of my money, resources, and my energy chasing after ghosts. And in the end, I'm home. So but I guess what I'm really trying to say is I can't tell somebody what to do, but um, as a woman and as a woman of color, it is very important for little girls to see themselves in another woman of the same hue, because as they grow up, or just any woman, basically soul right woman who embraces her essence, embraces her as a woman, and don't feel that she has to um, alter herself um, in any way to get validation or to feel pretty. So I just wanted to put that out there at 52. I wanted to, it's almost like I put this out there for me or someone like me that's a young girl who's is basically confused, or basically I'm just getting over a cold, figuring herself out and really trying to fit in. There is no fitting in. There is no in, you know. The people that you think that you're trying to emulate, they have their own issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it is for you to really do your due diligence and really do your research and really spend some time deep searching within. Go in, as opposed to seeking outside of your seeking out. I had to go deep. So I'm really want to say thank everybody for really just watching this video, and if this could help somebody. I mean, I'm grateful because as a woman, as a nurturer, it makes me happy when I can actually assist in the process of helping someone on their journey of healing. So somebody did it for me, and I stand on the shoulders of my grandmother. I stand on the shoulders of many people who was trying to tell me this, and I just was not present enough to listen. So they're gone now. They have transitioned to the other side. So um, I know they're watching me, and I just want to say for them and for anybody who needs this, this is for you. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for, checking in. So I hope everybody have a great day. So have a good one. Let me see. I'm trying to learn how to turn it off. So we are going to, okay. Okay, we got some. Yes.